Anyone who wants to become a profitable stock trader need only spend a few minutes online to find such phrases as plan your trade, trade your plan, and keep your losses to a minimum. For new traders, these tidbits can seem more like a distraction than actionable advice. If you're new to trading, you probably just want to know how to hurry up and make money. Each of the rules is important, but when they work together, the effects are strong. Keeping them in mind can greatly increase your odds of succeeding in the markets. Rule 1. Always use a trading plan. A trading plan is a written set of rules that specifies a trader's entry, exit, and money management criteria for every purchase. With today's technology, it is easy to test a trading idea before risking real money. Known as backtesting, this practice allows you to apply your trading idea using historical data and determine if it is viable. Once a plan has been developed and backtesting shows good results, the plan can be used in real trading. Rule 2. Treat trading like a business. To be successful, you must approach trading as a full or part-time business, not as a hobby or a job. If it's approached as a hobby, there is no real commitment to learning. If it's a job, it can be frustrating because there is no regular paycheck. Trading is a business and incurs expenses, losses, taxes, uncertainty, stress, and risk. As a trader, you are essentially a small business owner and you must research and strategize to maximize your business's potential. Rule 3. Use technology to your advantage. Trading is a competitive business. It's safe to assume that the person sitting on the other side of a trade is taking full advantage of all of the available technology. Charting platforms give traders an infinite variety of ways to view and analyze the markets. Backtesting an idea using historical data prevents costly missteps. Getting market updates via smartphone allows us to monitor trades anywhere. Technology that we take for granted, like a high-speed internet connection, can greatly increase trading performance. Using technology to your advantage and keeping current with new products can be fun and rewarding in trading. Rule 4. Risk only what you can afford to lose. Before you start using real cash, make sure that all of the money in that trading account is truly expendable. If it's not, the trader should keep saving until it is. Money in a trading account should not be allocated for the kids' college tuition or paying the mortgage. Traders must never allow themselves to think they are simply borrowing money from these other important obligations. Losing money is traumatic enough. It is even more so if it is capital that should have never been risked in the first place. Rule 5. Always use a stop loss. A stop loss is a predetermined amount of risk that a trader is willing to accept with each trade. The stop loss can be a dollar amount or percentage, but either way, it limits the trader's exposure during a trade. Using a stop loss can take some of the stress out of trading since we know that we will only lose X amount on any given trade. Not having a stop loss is bad practice, even if it leads to a winning trade. Exiting with a stop loss, and therefore having a losing trade, is still good trading if it falls within the trading plan's rules. The ideal is to exit all trades with a profit, but that is not realistic. Using a protective stop loss helps ensure that losses and risks are limited. Rule 6. Know when to stop trading. There are two reasons to stop trading: an ineffective trading plan and an ineffective trader. An ineffective trading plan shows much greater losses than were anticipated in historical testing. That happens. Markets may have changed, or volatility may have lessened. For whatever reason, the trading plan simply is not performing as expected. Stay unemotional and businesslike. It's time to reevaluate the trading plan and make a few changes, or to start over with a new trading plan. An unsuccessful trading plan is a problem that needs to be solved. It is not necessarily the end of the trading business. An ineffective trader is one who makes a trading plan, but is unable to follow it. External stress, poor habits, and lack of physical activity can all contribute to this problem. A trader who is not in peak condition for trading should consider taking a break. After any difficulties and challenges have been dealt with, the trader can return to business. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to our channel. We will be happy to receive all new